Hey, this is Ben from Ready.Set.Van. I'm taking a client's van out this morning to do a quick shakedown checkout ride before she picks up later this week. And I want to tell you something that's kind of awesome about this van. Our client owns an electric vehicle of some kind that's her daily driver. And as a result, she's always bopping around looking for different EV charging stations and things like that. When she came to us, she asked me if she could charge her house batteries off of one of those EV charging stations, which of course I said no, because that's not a thing. And she said, no, but really, like, that would be really great, because at night nobody's using those, and she could park there and she could top up her batteries and carry on the next morning. And I was like, yeah, well, sure, that sounds great, but like, that's not possible. But the problem is, it's actually a freaking fantastic idea. And so it kind of planted a little seed in my brain. I was just like, God, I really should figure that out. And sure enough, we did it. So check this out. So when we were able to actually get this thing working and the first time it charged, I was ecstatic. I was like, this is so freaking cool. I just thought I was very excited about it. I'll tell you a little bit about how it works. So in a normal plug for any level 1 or level 2 charger, these top 2 pins up here are the main charging pins. They're either 110 volts or 240 volts. Normally they're turned off for safety's sake, so you can't zap yourself. And the way that the charger knows that this thing is connected to a car is that there's a pin over here that's a special signal pin that the charger receives from the car. It's a special signal. It's a 1 kilohertz square wave. If it gets that signal on this charging pin, then the charger will energize these 2 pins with whatever it is, 110, 240 volts, something like that, and then all the current can flow. So the little trick that we had to do in here was make a little circuit on the backside here that generates that 1 kilohertz signal. That way, when this gets plugged in, this can receive that signal, and it thinks there's a car attached, even though there isn't. It's just our house batteries. And then after that, the next trick is, then we need to take that 240 volts or 110 volts, or in our case, it's 208, which is weird, because we have 3-phase power, and get that down to a usable DC charging voltage and current. There's a couple different ways you could do that. In our case, we used a dedicated charger that will accept anywhere from 110 to 240 volts AC, and will deliver the 12 volt constant current charge that we need. And that has worked great. On this van, it's a 60 amp setup, so you saw it came in around 55. I think probably the next time around I'll boost that up to about 100 amps just by adding more capacity. And it's, I don't know, it's great. I'm really stoked about it. One thing that's kind of interesting is because we have a completely separate charging system for the EV side as for the shore side, you could actually charge both of these at the same time. You could plug in one of these, you could also plug in your 30 amp shore charging, and you could be charging your batteries at kind of an insane rate. I don't know who would do that, but I know a lot of our clients, they already have one of these installed in their driveway for their Tesla or whatever. I guess the Tesla would be different. So yeah, that's kind of a rundown of how it works, how we did it. And yeah, hope you think it's cool. I do. Anyway, thanks a lot. Peace.